Hey guys, it's Holly here, and it's Lauren Simpson. We are at Powerhouse Athletic Club here in Tampa. I nearly forgot where we were for a second. So today we kind of just wanted to have a chat with you guys about our upcoming WBFF Worlds, which is really exciting. We have about 12 weeks to go until Worlds, which is really exciting. It's in Bahamas this year too, which is a good excuse for a holiday. It's so, I know that they're deliberately picking the event locations to lure all us like women in because it's such a nice location. Last year was Vegas, so I think that was a good one for all of us Aussies to come over for. Yeah, I know, good excuse to travel. Yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about the upcoming process, I guess, for dieting for a show like that, as well as our background in powerlifting. So I know that Lauren has had some success with powerlifting in her off season. I do it in my off season as well, and we just wanted to talk about the differences between going from a powerlifting program into like our bikini or fitness division. So
yeah, because I'm sure like that's a question that I get asked a lot, and I'm sure it is with you as well. Like, how do you transition, or can you train for bikini, can you train for fitness and do powerlifting as well? Like, do they have to be mutually exclusive?
Yeah. So I think the common misconception is that if you're training for strength, we tend to get really big and bulky, or if you're lifting weights too often, you're going to get big and bulky. Well, look at us. Do we look like wrestlers? No. So what's your experience with powerlifting, first and foremost? So what made you kind of get into powerlifting?
So for me, I started back powerlifting. I've done 2 powerlifting meets so far. One most recently, that was last year, and then one in 2016, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, when I started lifting weights, and I became sort of not obsessed, but really focused on that performance-based goal, because I really like to get into the gym and have something that was measurable and something that I could really work hard towards. I guess with like something like an aesthetic goal, it's a bit harder. Like, you're constantly waking up, you're looking in the mirror, you're not really sure of your progress and that kind of thing. So I think it was really motivating for me when I started out training to get to the gym to know, all right, this week I'm going to hit with this with my squat, hit this with my deadlift. So I think for me as well, I naturally, but I was quite strong, I find, like in squat in particular. So
we actually just found, I think you have a better squat than me, and I'm a little bit heavier than you, so you have a good squat.
Yeah, so that just became something that I worked really hard towards, and over the years just kind of picked up. Last year, just before my WBFF Worlds show, I was 8 weeks out. I did a powerlifting meet, so for me, that focus on the powerlifting meet really helped me. For bikini, I generally need to build going into my shows, build muscle, just to give myself a bit more of a shape. So that was a really good, I guess, mini goal to have while I was in a bit more of a gaining phase. So I've done 2 powerlifting meets. I'm not doing one during this prep, but we'll see what I do.
So the listeners, if you don't know or you're not familiar with Lauren, but I assume most people probably know Lauren, she's a babe. What are your best lifts for your bench press, your squat, and your power lift? Your deadlift, sorry.
So I don't know them in pounds,
you can do them in kilos. We'll do the metric conversion for you.
So my best ever squat was 150 kilos, and best deadlift was 155 kilos, and my best bench, I don't really know because I failed all 3 times in my powerlifting meet. Yes, so
we'll have to.
I failed 50 kilos, I think it was. So.
That's really great. I think comparatively, so I'm about 5 or 6 kilos heavier than Lauren. So I think
what class do you compete in?
I usually compete in the 72 kilo class, but I could try to go in the 63 kilogram weight class, but I'm right in the middle always. So I've never tried to cut for it. I just how I am is how I am. I'm not a professional at it. So in my recent powerlifting meet, I'll say it in pounds. We'll put the conversion up for you so you know. My bench press was 165. My pounds. My deadlift was 336 pounds, and my squat attempt, or my best squat in meet was 275. I've had a bit of a blunder in my last lift, so you can see the differences in like what we do for our on season versus off season. We're strength competitors, but we're still really throwing around some pretty heavy weights, in our off season. So.
And how many powerlifting meets have you done?
I have done 2 meets now as well, and I plan to keep doing more. I absolutely love it, and I think, like you said, the biggest motivator for me is obviously when you're in competitive fitness modeling or bikini modeling, usually there are some areas of your composition or your body that you need to work on and build. So in order to do that, you ideally want to be in a calorie surplus. So to kind of put you through a period or a decent amount of time in a surplus where you're gaining weight, it's a little difficult to adhere to because your physique is changing, and it's not
mentally. I think it's a big struggle during that time.
It's not something that we really love to do, but it is part of the process. So I've really found that having that competitive aspect, or if you're performing a skill at training, rather than just getting in front of the weights mirror and you can see your reflection and that's really it. It certainly helps to combat some of those negative psychological things that are kind of going on when you're training.
I feel like it just gives you a real sense of purpose every time you want to go into the gym then when you've got those strength-based goals. And I know, especially like I'm always encouraging girls, like even coming out of comp, like especially like you lose that, the big focus was your show, your bikini competition, so then to set maybe some strength goals around your training can help kind of shift that mentality from being so focused on how you look to now having that you're going to be reverse dieting out of your show, so you want to be able to use the extra food and be able to think, I'm getting stronger. So I think that's really important for girls to have strength goals out there.
So as we move into the 12-week mark for our World Championships,
so close when you say
I know, like scary thought. What is the main focus around your training at the moment? I'm sure because you're a bikini, I'm fitness, which is kind of like the next level of muscularity up, I suppose. Talk us through your current training program, like your split, what your focuses are with your workouts.
So my focus right now, as always, would be to build shape and build my lower body. I naturally am quite straight up and down, so generally, like my feedback always in the past is build lower body, build lower body, build lower body. I can build upper body really fast. That's just how I am.
I feel like I can look at a dumbbell and I'm like, oh, my shoulder grew.
I know. Get a shoulder pump on glute day. But for me, I'm currently doing 3 days of lower body and with a big focus around glutes. And I'm also training 3 days upper body, but my volume on the upper body days is dramatically reduced at the moment. I'm just not trying to build any more upper, but I'm still just trying to maintain size, I guess.
When we talk about volume, for those of you that might not be familiar with that term, volume is reps times sets times the weight that you lift. So you'll get a total volume for your lower body and your upper body.
So my volume in itself for lower body, we are trying to really push volume there, but back off when it comes to upper body. I'm not doing any cardio at the moment. Generally, I don't do any cardio in my preps. I can get lean just by manipulating my nutrition only. I do daily step target. That's about it with that. But so as I said, big focus on glutes and quads. Quads is from very hamstring dominant. Definitely quads and glutes, and just to keep shoulders. For bikini, they do want that really nice like X Factor look. So shoulders, lower body, small waist. So
your training sounds pretty similar to mine, I guess.
What's your split, and what are you doing at the moment for yours?
Well, I think looking at the differences in the division that we compete in, so I obviously have to carry a little bit more muscle mass than the bikini competitors. I guess symmetry is super important still across the board, but what I have noticed with the WBFF girls in comparison to some of the other federations that I've competed in, namely the IFBB, for my physique, they don't actually favor a really broad upper body. I think some of the top girls that are coming in number 1 and 2 are still quite petite in their upper body. So that's been a really difficult area for me to cut down on, because I really enjoyed, like, shoulders was my favorite.
Training shoulders.
That's like my favorite thing to train, and I get a really good response to it as well. So I've had to kind of pull back the volume on my upper body as well, but mainly just shoulders. And then
look at these shoulders.
They just sit out. So similar to you, I'm training 3 times a week lower body, but it is not necessarily glute specific, it's quite broad. I find I really have to work a little bit extra on my calves in the on season because I'm not using them at all in off season really for powerlifting. They're just dead weight.
Yeah.
So I will have to start increasing carbs. I have some really tough competitors in the way of quads that I'm competing against. So the likes of Hattie and Stephanie, I don't know if you girls are familiar with those. We'll put some Instagram links up for you so you can go and follow them. But they have amazing quads. And they also they're very, very lean as well. So the fitness girls probably come in a little leaner than the bikini girls. So it looks even more enhanced. So quads is definitely what I am nailing, and every week I walk out of the gym crying and sore and sad.
They're a good one to train at.
Yeah, for sure.
And what about cardio during your...
Yeah, so during prep, it usually starts fairly light. So in my off season, I just maintain, I like to be fit. So I usually have kept one higher intensity session in during my training programming just because I enjoy it. Like I love conditioning, group fitness classes.
That feeling after cardio is pretty good.
Like, and when you get good at it, like if someone said you've got to run 100 meters tomorrow, I can go and do it.
Competitive side.
Yeah, I just love that. So I've always kept one of them in, but as the program progresses and I need to keep dropping weight, there becomes a point where your calories are getting really low. So in order to create a greater deficit, I have to add more cardio. And I find I get a much better response to HIIT cardio because I am very fit. Just walking for me doesn't do it. I just don't. My body is so adapted. I could walk for miles. I probably would burn 100 calories.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that probably is one of the downfalls to me wanting to have HIIT in my off season. It means that I do probably have to do a little bit more when I prep. But hey, I'm not going to change that anytime soon. I love it. So yeah, we have a pretty similar structure for our program.
I guess it just comes down to with the two different physiques and looks that they go for. Like bikini, as you said, like bikini just does come in a little bit softer looking. Doesn't have to have those crazy, insane like shreds in their muscles or anything like that, or the overall muscle mass and conditioning. So I guess.
And how old are you, Lauren? If you don't mind
28.
28. So Lauren, I'm 2 years older than Lauren, so I probably have 2 more years in the gym training as well. So that's probably why I have a little bit more body mass.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like, yeah, I think we have very similar looks. But it goes to show you train for what you're competing in.
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
Glutes.
Yeah,
let's do a glute workout.
So that is all from us today. We're about to go and hit the gym. We're going to work butt today. It's going to be fun.
Cool.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.